What's up, everybody? I just returned from the Behavior Analyst Association of Michigan conference at Eastern Michigan University, where I had the honor of participating on a panel. The panel was called Beyond the Data, Black Fathers' Voices on Advocacy, Behavior, and Neurodiversity. So I really appreciate all the kind words as I was traveling there. I really do. I did this in collaboration with the brothers from the AutisHIM podcast. So shout out to Tyrone Green for his leadership. Shout out to my man Travis Jackson, Nick Richardson, and Dr. Lonnie Manns. First, we recorded a podcast together, and then we carried that same energy onto the panel. So to me, and from our notes, here's what stood out. First of all, the data is clear. Whenever fathers are involved, outcomes improve. Language development gets better. Emotional regulation improves, adaptive skills improve, and behavior stabilizes. And beyond the data, we also talked about presence because we don't think about it this way, but presence itself is a behavior intervention. Structure itself is a form of therapy, and consistency with a child is a form of compassion for a child. And so Black fathers, we're not just like helpers in the home. We're supposed to be the regulators. We're the anchors. We help shape the routines. We help model what emotional control looks like. So we set the tone. And so I want to say something directly to the men, and I said this on stage as well. If you are blessed to be in your child's life, do everything you can within your power to stay present in that home. Not for ego, not for optics, not co-parenting. I'm talking about very specifically for outcomes. The presence of you as a father, especially in a Black household navigating neurodiversity, that changes the entire trajectory of your child and the home. That's just my soapbox there. But we also talked about barriers as well, like delayed diagnoses, behavior being misinterpreted as defiance in a Black child, or the historical mistrust of medical systems, or financial strain in Black households. A lot of families aren't resistant to these type of therapies. They're just overwhelmed. And so to therapists, culturally responsive therapy matters. Clinicians have to understand the context of safety, survival, and discipline, and how that shapes how many Black households interpret behavior. But as a father, we have responsibilities too. So growth takes a certain level of humility. Learning about this stuff and learning about your child takes humility, and recalibrating how we parent in these situations takes humility. But I promise you it's worth it. So Black fathers are not absent from this conversation. We have to be the architects of independence. We have to be advocates. We have to be stabilizers. Because when the system recognizes that, outcomes will improve. I promise you. That was my message. So thank you for listening. And again, shout out to my brothers at the AutisHIM podcast. If you need any resources, please let me know. And I always thank y'all for listening. Please share this with somebody that it might help. Peace.